Alright, game is starting. Let's see what JSS is prepared for this map. Okay, so we have TBL spawning in the bottom and yeah, all in the bottom. So right now we are at Metallo, who is just now forced to gather some berries. He doesn't really see some hunt. Yeah, he doesn't see anything close. How about Seattle? Does he see something? It doesn't really seem so. He also seen just the berries. He's actually, now he sees the zebra and has just one, it seems. Well, since he's a nutty, it doesn't really bother him. As for Goat Lion, he's also not gathering berries, but he sees a very nice herd of zebras. That's going to help him very nicely and provide for a nice early start. As for JSS, Chef is having a wow. That's an unusual herd on Oasis. 5 zebras. That's going to spell very nice and strong start from him. Looking at Temista, he is also having very nice zebras. It seems just some of the TBL's guys drew the short straw. Yeah, Earth is also seeing the zebras, so they will probably have them somewhere hidden, the TBLs. Looking at the middle, you can see that is the forest version of Oasis. And as for the TCs, well, these are the bad guys. Okay, so this will be the first point of battle, and that's pretty interesting. And this is Earth's third. Yeah, this is Earth's third. This is Seattle's third, and these are very close together. That's going to be pretty dense fight in here. On the other side, it's kind of similar, but not, because this is third of Chef, it seems, more or less. But this is third of Goat Lion, and this is very bad placement for him, to be honest. And, well, Chef might be able to control both this and this DC quite easily. And, well, this is really going to be about the 1v1 skills, I think. We already see some relics, so check villages family rate, great. Okay, special units, special attacks for myth units faster, that's also very nice. Not that crucial, but nice. And another relic, better attack for Archer Ballista, Chero Ballista. Okay, helps, but nothing extra crucial. Now we can see that Chef has discovered the release from the God Lion. And how is it actually some strategy here? Chef, is he doing something special? Not really, that's just a standard Zeus start. Very nice placement of the ghosts. That's what you want to do, because if you just send them to your TC, they are just going to be stacked on one pack, and wheelies will get blocked, and we'll have to walk all around. This way, this just doesn't happen, and you gather much more smoothly. I'm right now looking at the God Lion, as we're nearing the time where he should be building a temple. But he's not just yet, but Metallo is already building one. He's just now a pocket, so he might again be going for some boomish, faster mythic, which is he very fond of. And Seattle has just now built the base for his temple, the same as Earth. You can see that Seattle is having a very good line of sight on Earth, so he's very aware of what's going on here. And other than that, Temista is already building temple. It's just now finished. Some nice attempt at faster transport, and he is already up in. That will be like 430 advance. That's nice. Same for Earth and Chef. He will be trying to actually gather some relics and preparing to defend against the Prometheans from God Lion. You can see the Chef is trying to wall this side to make his base more safe, but God Lion is not really preparing for an early advance. Here we just now advancing, and that's going to be quite late, like half a minute later than the other guys. And Metallo is halfway through there, so he might be able to help something, and he is wall in the middle. Yeah, JSS should do that as well. Seattle is also halfway there, but this means pretty much that Earth and Mista will be the first to advance and the first to apply any meaningful pressure. We can see that Temista is scout in the middle of the map, so he has very good line of sight. And I'm kind of curious, how is this going to actually evolve? Where is he going to build this counter barracks? Right in the middle of his base, where we'll have seriously long way to go anywhere. So he's probably hoping to go through the middle, but that's nicely done, nicely walled through Metallo, and might not be as effective as you would have hoped. Right now Earth is ready with these buildings, and already first units will start trickling in. And we can see that Seattle is having a forward hand here. And does he have some back there? Yeah, he has at least these monkeys. Well, that's at least something. And another group of monkeys here, so he should be fine if needed. Okay, so Godlion is going for 2 TCs. That's interesting. So he's not really going for some early raiding. Well, this really won't build this up in time. Ah, now he will. Now he will. And little Prometheans going for some scouting fun. While Chef is actually trying to wall the whole middle of the map. Well, he is just walled in brutally all along the line. And while Metallo is actually... Is he doing Centaur? Yeah, he is trying to do Centaur spamming. So we're gonna see if it's actually going to pan out for him. Right now, Temista's units, all red dots, are finally moving into some position here. And as you could expect, Chef is trying to go for double TC boom as well. Actually do something meaningful. He's not going for Centaurs, the same as Metallo. And we have some first interesting battles here. Seattle does have some decent army, but it's kind of scattered all around, while Earth is in one place, so he's in a better position right now. And that forces Seattle to kind of go back and wait and see what he can actually do next. Alright, so Mista now sees that those guys are going for some fun, and goodbye really. That sucks for Chef, he won't be able to finish this wall in a timely manner. But at the same time, even though Chef is nicely walled, Godlion is right now at 2 TCs and he is coming in for the fun. Just not finding the door into the base right now. This is kind of interesting play, because Chef's kind of walling means that he is giving up on his 3rd TC and kinda hoping that his guys can actually protect him. He might be willing to go for some faster heroic maybe. We'll see. Other than that, Earth is having upper hand on Seattle quite nicely here. And he should maybe be trying to take a few turmas and actually scout the villies. Yeah, those two. And actually stop the supply of some extra food to his economy. Alright, so these guys will be sooner or later caught and killed. But Godlion has enough army right now in melee mode that can actually take down this wall. So Chef should be really careful. He's not building any military whatsoever yet. Just now he is, and that will be quite some time later than he would have hoped, I think. All his red army just catching all those two right now, just one centaur. Well, that's terrible waste right there. But Metal is doing a very nice job actually annoying his enemies. And we can see a purple blob right into the middle of Earth's base. But that wasn't a nicely planned attack, it seems, and he has to go back. A lot of green blob on the right, and that's actually a problem, because Chef, as I said, doesn't really have any army right now, and he can be pretty much screwed. Just now he's building some army, but that's not really enough. And you can see that green is still sending in, Teal is sending in some extra centaurs. Yep, goodbye Willy. Another Willy down for Chef. The wall will go down as well. And unfortunately for Earth, his Willy building a town center has been caught on by the mini Promethean. And this will slow him down as well. While Themyscira is actually taking 30C. So he'll be pretty much nicely prepared with Pop. But we have 5 centaurs here. Oh wow. Yep, it is a bit lucky. It is. Finally, Chef has some army and, well, is in this kind of overreaction, just running away. Well, probably saving just from the Zeus. Oh, sorry, Odysseus. But with Themista's help, okay, this will be the end of this little TBL charade. Odysseus is actually pretty great against the centaurs there. Because of his very, very large range. He can take them down quite nicely. And what's going on, Themista? So you should be really doing something more meaningful right now that you don't have to worry about the centaurs. Yep, joining the battle and finally push on Goldline right now, who is trying to take his 30C. Yep, Seattle is having red. And Chef's Willies are just taken out right now. It's kinda careless. But there's a big battle going on the left. And right now this seems like to be going in Blue's favor. And yep, you can see that it actually really is. Okay, this could be the turning point in this battle between Seattle and Earth, because right now Earth was seriously winning, and that means Seattle has been taken down quite a notch in his army, and the rest is kind of damaged. The same goes for Earth, but he should be really having the upper hand because he's going for 30C. Oh, third, sorry. Yeah, third. No, sorry. Second. It's just the second DC, so he's just at 2. And Metal is forced, actually, to cast a ceasefire here. Not really sure for what reason. Check out the right side. That wasn't it. Ah, it was because of the TC. Okay. Well, that's kinda where they didn't want to use it, I would think. And it might just come back to bite them, because this will allow, yep, as you can see, Earth is just now trying to take this TC. One really is not really enough, he should be really sending more, because he'll be under attack quite soon. Yep, just now signaling the centaurs. They will be really trouble on the Willy. And Earth, you should really position your units to block those guys. Yep. Nice maneuvers in the meantime. Yeah, at this point I would send all those centaurs actually on the Willy. Those 5 or 6 should be able to one-shot it, I would think. And as you can see from the right, the red blob is actually moving to help Seattle because of the double with the Centaurs. Well, just 1 hit point. You didn't see that very often. 1 hit point and still doing so much damage. And we have a ceasefire from Chef here, because Earth was saying that he can't micro properly, and he was definitely losing the battle, but I wouldn't think it was because of the micro, it was just because he was outnumbered, and those extra centaurs do a lot of damage there. Yep, too late, because he already lost like all of his army. But anyway, you can see Gotland is already having a very nice army. And Chef, well, he doesn't really have all that much, he doesn't really have anything at all. And I'm not exactly sure what his plan is for this game, but he should be trying to up. Temista is now red, yes. He is red as a player and also as a pink. Metallo is trying to actually double the left side. Well, why not? Because you can see that Goat Lion has his side well in hand. He's blocking Chef's 30C. Chef doesn't have any army whatsoever. While on the other hand, Goat Lion actually has a lot of it. Well, not really going all that great, but this is a nice attempt from Chef to actually wall up. You can see the birdie here, that means Goat Lion is through Thea. How about some other guys and Heroic? Demistyle also in Heroic. How's it looking for example, Metallo? He has the Blacksmith, so he might be thinking about upping quite soon. Looking at Seattle. He is not, but he is trying to build on the TC. Looking at Earth. Not advancing, and Chef wasn't advancing either, I think. Demista, I don't really think he would be advancing this soon into Mythic, so no, he isn't. And I think that Godline will be the same, yeah. Right now, blue has no upgrades. Purple also no upgrades. Yep, they should just finish the game. Not really too much they can do about luck. That's just what happens sometimes when you have peer-to-peer game. Go, go, go. Everyone is saying go, but nobody is really going. Well, Temista will be quite at the right spot there, because he definitely needs help. All those 4 Prometheans are actually quite nice army there. They can do a lot of damage. Just 2 coming back there. And we can see that Temista is actually doubling the left side as well to help his teammate. Oh, these guys coming through, that's going to hurt. Because they have to catch them, otherwise they're going to wreck their economy. And they will wreck it even even though. Well, Chef, you should have thought of this much sooner. Not really sure if this is the heroic battle you want to take. This is just a waste of resources. Yeah, this is a good play actually. He wants to just nick this guy so that he loses the line of sight and they don't discover this. And centaurs are finally being got by Mista's army here. Other than that, as you could expect, there was no battle at all on the left. But now that might be. And is Chef actually building TC? No, he isn't. Of course, he was too late. Okay, so that's just resources to the toilet. And how's it looking here? Finally, we have a nice double, and they should really use this. These guys, they take a bit of micro there. And I'm not actually sure why they are saying back, where there's just one guy with literally nothing. What are you waiting for, guys? Come on. Go for it. Otherwise, you might regret it, because you can see Gold Lion is to Mythic, Metal to Heroic, and JSS just two guys in Classic as well. Come on. 8 Centaurs wrecking the economy. And that's all you need to do here. And Artarian Gate right to Chef. Well, they are right to do so, because Chef is not in good spot. He is having problems there. And he is having trouble with this as well. Okay, nicely played, Shockwave. And we have Temista through Helios. So we have 2 Uranoses in Mythic on both sides. But other than that, Metal I think is heading for Mythic, and again, Myrmidon and Colossi spam. All the while, these guys are just, killing Willis on the spot there. Chef is up through Apollo. Okay, but right now this cost him serious amount of Willis. Come on, move the Willis to their designed position. And yeah, finally, Medalo got caught somehow unawares, and the Centaurs are getting slaughtered there. We can see a lot of red here, as Mista is actually trying to do something productive against Metallo. Because as you could expect, yes, Metallo is almost through to Mythic, and that's going to be another trouble, another nail in JSS coffin, I'm afraid. Because once Colossi come, they don't really have anything to kill them with as an ATI. Chef is trying to secure this position, actually built another temple, and it might seem that he is thinking about advancing into Mythic as well. Centaurs are kind of more or less dead, so that's just a question of time. Otherwise, Temista is again going right into the middle of the TBL's bases, trying to find some Willies. Yeah, you are going in the right direction, and there is actually no protection here for those. So this might be a bad spot for Seattle. Yeah, but Turmas are painfully slow in actually killing anything. And we can see that Gold Lion is actually trying to take Chef's 30C. He will be at 4, and I'm not really sure what Chef can do against that, especially when Gold Lion is right now raiding through Temista's Echo. And Chef is just now trying to actually find his enemy. Or how is it with upgrades? Just the baseline. And otherwise here, yep, Helepolyl coming in, and this is not a position Earth can really defend by himself, I'm afraid. Especially when you have heavy Myrmidons that with upgrades coming in. Yep, this will be another Zeus power. We have Red Vortex right into the middle of the army from Mista, because yeah, he definitely needs to help here. And right now there are 2 Uranoses against Zeus and Uranus, and that's not an even matchup. Okay, decent upgrades from Temista, that might help him, to at least stem the tide, but the upgrades are already piling up. And this is basically what JSS should have been aiming for in the first game, when they were the Zeuses and they were against the Atis there. Chef is through Hephaestus, so that's how as we thought. Trying to do some faster mythic when he actually could. Faster in a sense that it's soon after heroic advance. But right now, well, those myrmidons are doing the job. Where are they actually going? We have a lot of purple here. Yep, from Seattle is going just into the back of TBL's of JSS bases. He has at least 5 destroyers, well that's not all that bad. And that forces them start to actually respond in kind and go there as well. But it doesn't really seem he has all that enough army there. Especially the Hacker Gigant is going to be trouble for him. Temista has some upgrades. How's it looking for Seattle? He has none, so yeah, he has to retreat really. So that's this crisis kind of solved, but at the same time, Metal is taking another TC and eating through Earth's offenses here, and he has already quite a lot of Myrmidons here. And that doesn't bode well for any ATI. On the other side, Chef is kinda stalled here, or stalled. He is trying to stall God Lion, but this isn't really going well. And JSS gave up, and it's 2-0 for TBL. Nicely played. Nicely played. JSS chose an uncommon map, but they didn't really have a correct strategy, I would think. And they again let the game slip through their fingers. Chef has had in the end nice wheelies, but all the time he was kinda behind there and couldn't really compete with Gold Lion. Quite nice team strategies from TBL.